Hey, it's the Love Guru from loveguru.net. And this is one of the series of videos that I'm creating today, introducing you to the healing modality that I created called heart healing. And heart healing opens and heals your heart so you can attract the love and have the relationship as well as have the life that you desire. So a question that I've been getting recently are what are relationship blocks? Because a lot of times when I'm out and about and I start speaking to people about heart healing, I say, well, I clear relationship blocks and baggage and past trauma and heartbreak. And I've gotten a couple of times this look on somebody's face and then the question of what is a relationship block? So let me share with you today what that is. And just by the way, if you hear some little crunching in the background, that's my dog Magic eating his lunch. He doesn't stop for mama making videos, and I didn't ask him, okay? Because we live in a nice relationship here. We each let each other be who we are. So, what is a relationship block? Well, what is going on in your relationship right now? And that might be as far as what's going on in your love life right now. All right. That might be that you have no love life. I have no love life. It sucks. There's no men or there's no women around, or I can't find somebody who likes me for me, or I can't find somebody who commits. So whatever the problem is, I've also recently heard a lot too of a lot of guys dating women who just want them for their money. So think of whatever problem you're having in your love life. And if you are in a relationship, then what's the problem that you're having in your love life as far as in your relationship? Maybe your partner's distant, or maybe your partner cheated on you. Maybe they're emotionally unavailable. Maybe it's boring. The relationship is boring. Maybe you're whatever the story is. There's so many scenarios. So whatever that is, whatever your frustration is, whatever you're unhappy with in your love life, that, my friend, is your relationship block. Okay? So if it is a thing that you want to be in a relationship, but you're not in a relationship, well, that is a relationship block. That's something that you don't know how to do, or something that is annoying you. Why do you always attract unavailable men? Or why do you always attract unavailable women? Or why do you always attract women that just want you for your money? Why do you always attract women who won't commit? Why do you always attract guys who like dating lots of women at the same time? Or maybe you attract women who like dating lots of guys at the same time. So whatever that is, that's your relationship block. That is your block. And what a block is basically a stop sign that the universe is saying to you, you are not going to get what you want until you learn how to figure out this block. Until you learn how to clear that block and heal it. So that's where heart healing, which again is that modality of healing that I created, that's where heart healing comes into play. It sheds the light on what you don't know, on what you're doing wrong. Okay, because again, if you have a block in a relationship or in your love life, there's something that you don't know on how to do, or there's something that you're doing wrong in your love life. So sometimes that gets into ego stuff that people possibly don't want to admit that they're doing something wrong in their love life. So before you can start working on yourself, before you can do self-growth or self-healing, you have to be able to admit, you have to step aside from your ego just a little bit. Well, hopefully a lot more, but just to start a little bit, excuse me. And you have to be okay, well, you have to humble yourself a little bit and say, hey, I need help. I need help in this area of my life. I don't know how to do X, Y, and Z. I'm having trouble in my marriage. I don't know why I'm having trouble. Let me seek some help. And heart healing is an alternative to therapy. If you've watched my other videos, it's an alternative and it's much faster than therapy. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I am trained as a marriage and family therapist, as well as being a spiritual teacher, an intuitive heart healer, a psychic and a medium, and a relationship expert. So therapy is a slow process. It's kind of like a slow burn or a slow time waster, because people can be in therapy for very long periods of time. And homie don't like that. Homie don't play like that. And by homie, I mean me. I don't do things like that. The way that heart healing works is it's very fast, it's turbocharged. You get a higher perspective of why things are happening in your life. That's where the spirituality comes into play. And then we start working on clearing that, healing that, and I start teaching you on how to do your love life differently. So if you are not knowing how to attract the one, I teach you how to attract the one. That's where the spiritual teacher comes into play. If you are having issues as far as attracting unavailable women or unavailable men, or you can't get into a relationship that's longer than a month, that actually used to be one of my problems back in the day, in my mid-20s. I was getting into one relationship after the next that was not lasting long. And I could not figure out what the heck was going on. My longest relationship was like 1 month, which now sounds pretty pathetic. And I can laugh at because I am past it. But when that was happening, it was really frustrating to me and upsetting that I was like, why are my relationships not lasting? So maybe that is your relationship block or your relationship problem. Or maybe you have the opposite of it. Maybe you're a person who stays in these relationships for a really long time, many years, or maybe you've been in a marriage for 5, 7, 10 years, whatever the case is, and it took you that long to learn the lessons or figure out that that relationship really was not right for you. So that's another form of a relationship block. So that is, I hope I explained that well. That's a relationship block. I hope that helped. You do have to figure out what your relationship blocks are in order to heal them and clear them. If you would like help with that, that is my specialty. That's what heart healing does. You have an initial session and we do an assessment and we pinpoint all the blocks that you have. And I assure you, you might just think, oh, I'm having this one problem, but there's actually several blocks that you have. And it's a good thing to uncover them because until you know what your blocks are, there's no getting past them. It's basically like you're just gonna keep hitting into the wall. So I'm here to help you advance in your love life. I'm here to help you become a success in your love life and how to master your love life. And if you'd like more information, you can visit loveguru.net. Bye-bye.